RPI who was laying on top of it.
Utah still leads ASU Elite 3-2. 5 minutes gone by in the third period there. Now, with it is Stymels. Tries to set up for Bob, instead goes down low. Mark Papadopoulos is out there with him. Papadopoulos is getting a lot of ice time tonight, mixing back and forth between lines here.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, when Jordan Lang commits to go in and keep the puck in and pinch, he really commits.
Yeah, he does. And he's still back. He's going to skate after this one. Icing will be the call. And Jordan Lang is hustling out there. Yeah. 5:46 in the second, tied at 1.
It's got to be the 5 guys.
Yeah, Jordan Lang did have the day off yesterday, so he's probably got enough energy in him tonight for 2 people out there.
Face off to the left of goaltender Spencer Whitehead. And the face off will be taken. White wins the draw back. Going with it now, Rooney. Goes on off across and pass up the wall. Not out of the zone. Eventually does score it out to center. Salah's going to send back in. Moving around on it is Madonna. Madonna can't quite control. Bouncing puck loose around. Eventually Stymel. He tried to center one, couldn't get it there, and blocks the long stretch pass again, and Stymel sends in. First one in on the forecheck is Bob. Bob will get there. He knocked off the pegs in the process, but still made the play forward. Stymel digging away in the corner. Then she comes free. Mark Papadopoulos back to the point for a hurried shot that goes over the bar and catches the high glass behind the Rensselaer cage. Stymel down low. Tries to send it back up to the point. Second out. He's taking it out to the point himself now. Still looking for his options. Gives it on off. A shot there deflected wide by I do believe that was Bob.
Yeah.
Mark Papadopoulos now on it. Gives to Stymel. His shot, save made, and catches the glass behind the net.
And the crossbar.
Oh, did catch the crossbar. Okay, now Lang with a blast that gets deflected wide. Some pressure here for the Pioneers. Just can't put the go-ahead goal in. 4:30 to go in the second. Still tied at 1. Long on goal. It's going to be stopped by Shoplin. Left behind for Salah. His stretch pass misses everybody. Icing is going to be the call, and we get ourselves a whistle. Stymel can't come off, or can he? They're going to catch that.
Yeah, I think William Paterson's got to get their shots off a little bit quicker in the offensive zone. You got guys turning with the opportunity to shoot, and they're trying to make more moves. Keep it simple and get the puck on the net.
I'll give you a reminder, everybody watching on RPI TV and tuned in on MTR Radio. Hudson Hockey, Tuesday nights from 7 to 8 p.m. only on MTR Radio. It's tinyurl.com/MTR Radio. You can also follow MTR Radio on Facebook and Twitter. MTR from My Team Rivals for those watching. 4 minutes to go here in the second. 1-1 to score. Centering pass up and out of the zone. Brett Luther, John Peterson, Sean Bretherick here from Houston Fieldhouse. Glad you can join us on both RPI TV and MTR Radio on the William Paterson telecast here. As RPI TV's got a couple streams going on today. 1-1 is our score. Great game here between the Engineers and the Pioneers. Now center ice, it's going to be Simone. Eric Simone's going to send it into the zone. Chopped that there, but not out. Ramirez, cross ice, Whitford. His shot, score! Matt Whitford, that went through. No deflection in front. And the Pioneers take a 2-1 lead with 3:29 to go here in the second period.
Yeah, Whitford had 2 guys coming at him. I think they set up a screen for the goaltender. He wasn't able to see it because he didn't get all the puck as it went past him. But a nice job by, I think it was Ramirez who made the pass over to Whitford.
For Whitford, it is his second goal of the season. And so it's now 2-1. Into the zone onside is Oliveri. Sent back out. The centering pass is deflected to the point. Not able to keep it in. Eventually having to send it back out. The center not able to keep it in was Hewitt, who's now retreating after this puck. Hewitt behind his own cage. Avoids pressure. Comes around the other side. Steps up. Not out of his zone. Second effort. Also not out of his zone. But the third one does get out. On it is Whitford sending it back in. Back for it now is Strager. Turned it over. Papadopoulos trying to stuff one out in front. Couldn't do so. Pops up in the air. Papadopoulos gloves it down. Still playing on. Him and Garlasco in close quarters. Rode off by Strager. goes up the wall, not out. Cap, the second effort does get out to center ice. DeVault tried to keep possession. Eventually, it does work free to Oliveri. He dumps into the zone. Oliveri spun around on a hit by Garlasco. Mangaro turns it over, and his stuff attempt out in front just goes right to Kyle Garlasco. Sends a pass on off to Richie Palai. Palai, a one-handed shuffle into the zone. Hits Garlasco. He thinks it's in his gear. It's not. Point shot from Mangaro is blocked. Eventually works its way free to White. Zach White with it across the Pioneer line. He's alone. Now he's got some help coming in the form of Camadella. Behind the net now. Pioneers turn it over. White's going to give it on off for a shot that gets blocked. Another shot from the point. Body check put on Madonna by West. And West has now got it. He gets run over hard by Mannion, but still Walsh has got it. Walsh save made. The rebound is loose. No goal.
Oh, man.
Goal. That is clearly no goal. Goalie interference. Eddie Cox went barreling into Spencer Whitehead. That is easily goalie interference. Take the goal off the board. You can see it on the replay,
just hope Whitehead's not hurt there.
Yeah, he's back up now. You can see it on the replay, too. We just saw it on the big screen. That is as clear goalie interference as you're going to get.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much you can say about that. Cox going in past the goalie and not avoiding contact.
No, not at all. And so Cox, 2 for goalie interference at 18-15 will give RPI their 4th power play. They're 0 for 3 with 4 total shots.
Yeah, Mangaro thought he had one with an empty net there.
Yep.
Unfortunately for him, the reason the net was empty was because of the goalie interference.
He's still holding his head.
So, who, Mangaro? Because he's
Yeah.
Oh, at the point. Here's a shot by Richardson. Save in. Rebound squirts wide. Still loose in front. Shopland now gets back to his feet. Whistle blown.
It's a net off again.
Wait, what?
Well, we're trying to find out. We heard someone saw out. How do you not call interference?
Okay.
And then just getting tied up. Walsh there, sort of over Hennick, who took a spill to the ice there with 1:29 to go in the second. There's some conversation going on. And now Walsh is being asked to go to the bench for some reason.
Are they forcing these guys to change? Really? How come the other team's not changing?
I don't know. I don't know if they're forced to change or if...
Yeah, he told them to go off.
Wow. Either way, face-off won by RPI. Back to the point, Richardson. I'm sure that's something we can ask Pat Walsh between periods. Well, maybe not Pat Walsh. We'll figure out who. Up the wall, but not out. Richardson.
You could ask West because he just got sent off the ice.
All the way down. All right. Well, we'll get. We haven't talked to West this year. Alan West will be our intermission report, or intermission guest, I should say.
And I hope you know to ask that question, Sean.
Sean, I don't know if he even heard us.
If I heard it,
just
which I didn't.
Well, we'll get to it in a minute. As this one gets sent down low, Mannion. Shot blocked, and the rebound gets sent all the way down. Check that. Hennick, not Mannion. No, we just want to know why they got sent off by the referees on a line change.
They were told to go to the bench.
10-4.
In down low and sent further. It was going to be Sala up the wall, not out. A diving attempt to keep. Oh, good play twice. But the Pioneers will come away with it. And a third breakup. That's an excellent 3 plays there by Russell Teller, number 5. 20 to go in the period. 35 in the man advantage. There will be carryover time if RPI does not score. They have not had a shot yet on this man advantage. Or no, I'm sorry, they have had one. Into the zone, glove down, still loose. 8 to go in the period. A loose puck is going to be slugged all the way down, now kill it off. And then getting a little bit of the follow-through there was Sheridan. As the horn goes off, and hopefully we'll find out from Alan West what exactly the referee did say to say for a couple guys to get off the ice. Either way, Pioneers have a 2-1 lead after 2 periods of play. There is no shot clock here, so we can't give you the shot totals as far as we know for now. Either way.
And I think West is still on the bench talking to the...
Oh, this will be perfect then.
Not knowing, trying to ask what's going on.
We'll find out. Talking to the linesman,
you can get it right straight from the horse's mouth here.
find
Well,
out.
sort of.
Is now the coaches are being told. And now Sean Bretherick has got Alan West. Go ahead, Sean.
All right, down here with Alan. Alan, the linesman there. What were you talking about? It was that.
Are you saying that we need a mount?
Because one person didn't have the equipment, everybody got off the ice then.
Yep, that's exactly what he said.
And
He saw one person didn't have it. He was like, the next person that doesn't have it, get off the ice too.
okay, very interesting. Well, 2-1 after the second. Is there going to be any? Is Coach going to tell you anything different, or you guys are doing pretty good right now?
He's probably going to tell us that we get more defensive system wise. We get the pucks deep, get the 1-1-3 going, get the torpedo going, and just keep the legs moving and end this last 20 minutes hard. And then we'll get the W, I guess.
Just keep it going, and of course, thank you very much for your time, Al.
Problem.
All right, back up to you guys.
Thank you very much. So basically, JP, they're saying that it was a mouthpiece issue.
No mouthpiece, yeah.
No
I
mouthpiece,
guess
and they sent them all off.
everybody else has a mouthpiece except for, whatever.
End of two periods. It is 2-1, William Paterson. We'll take a timeout here. Second period comments when we return. You are listening to William Paterson University Ice Hockey on MTR Radio, and also now tuned into it tonight on RPI TV.
What's up, sports fans?
House, Brett Luther, John Paterson, Sean Bretherick, as we get ready for the start of the third period. Pioneers lead 2-1 over RPI. As we'll get fresh 20 on the clock. Both teams on ice for the start of the third period. It'll be Alan West to take the draw for William Paterson, along with Nidzwicki, and there's no third forward because they're killing off a power play for another 15 seconds of carryover time. The defensemen are Lang and Sala. Now with the puck moving into the zone onside is DeVault. He has the lone goal. Shooting and just missed the far post. Rebound is loose. Power play comes to an end. One more shot for RPI, and their man advantages. They're 0 for 4. A stuff attempt turned aside by Shopper. Got to the point, sent wide. Richardson now cross ice pass. Couldn't find the mark. That was Sheridan. Sala, wrong pass, missed it. No icing on this one. Big hit put on by Nidzwicki. Sala's got it. Still Nidzwicki. Everybody's fanning
looks like
on
that.
it.
Looks like that ice is still a little wet down there.
Everybody just fanning on the puck there. Whee! That's what we say sometimes. It's Oliveri. Center ice, kicked around a little bit and into the zone. Sal peeks over his shoulder, realized the puck went into the corner, and goes and gets it.
Yeah, that ice is still wet.
Yeah, still very wet.
If this was a vault, they wouldn't be playing.
All the way down, no ice on this one. Peeling off, faking the pass around was Hewitt. And he gives a little slide pass, and that's center ice before being dumped right back in. And this is where the Pioneers are going to want to establish the forecheck again. Up the wall, eventually out center ice and all the way down. Simone back for this one and sends it hard. 1:20 gone by here, third period. 2-1 Pioneers with the lead. Down low, trying to move around Blake. That's behind the net. Coming onto it now, Peacock. Peacock, stretch pass, misses the mark, but it's kicked around and down low by Hewitt. On the forecheck, Pillai. Him and Hewitt tie up. Puck loose in the corner. Still there. Two-side battle now. Scrapped along. Hennick is in there trying to dig it free. Still trying to work it loose. Everybody just digging away. Much like how we started this game. Simone still can't get it free. And now finally the puck comes loose through Pillai. Simone couldn't catch up to it. Pillai does. And then Pillai goes down, tumbled on top by Hennick. Net comes off. 18:03 to go in the third. Still 2-1. And everybody just gets up. No pushing, shoving, or otherwise.
Faceoff's coming outside because Richie Pillai skated into the net.
Arizona State took the lead with a little over 2 minutes to go and held on a come-from-behind 4-3 win over Utah. Big win there for Arizona State, unless they lose 2 games this weekend. Now RPI with it, Richardson. Center ice, Cap. He sends it off the far boards. From our vantage point, Garlasco dumps it in. Behind the net now, Richardson in the corner. Sends it up and out all the way down. Cap's going to skate after it. This one kept on squirting away from him. And so the icing is issued with 17:44 to go in the third period. 2-1 Pioneers.
And we got to stand up again because here we go with the whistles.
Whistles do come. Sometimes quite frequently. Face-off won by RPI. It's down low, sent around by Richardson. Back out to the point, Cap. Tries to get it to Ramirez. However, first on it is Teller. Teller bounces up all the way down. We're going to have another icing. And it'll be another face-off in the RPI zone. This time with 17:27 to go in the third period. And the Pioneers have a 2-1 lead.
Seems like RPI is just going to keep on dumping the puck out like that. And if it goes down the other end of the ice, they're fine with it.
Face-off to the right of goaltender Spencer Whitehead. And off the draw, Garlasco wins it back cleanly. A shot save made by Whitehead through a screen. Not by Ramirez, who's going to go in on the forecheck now. Ramirez trying to win the puck. Instead, gets stuck right around the goal line. Eventually gathered up but not out. Kept in for a shot from the point. Save made. That one from Garlasco's stick. Ramirez in on the forecheck after it. Wins it. And lost possession of the puck to Camidella. Camidella in across the line. Tried to split the defense. Instead, it goes rolling right on goal. Shopler covered it for a moment, then left it off so that Mangara can play it out to center. Turn back over. Moving into the zone is White. Onside play here. White leaves the puck on off. Camidella side of the net. Centering pass just went through everybody and right onto the stick of Allen West. West is onside in the other direction. Loses a pass on off, gets it back. West fires it, and he missed it high and wide. The net comes off, and we get a whistle. 16:34 to go in the third. The Pioneers lead 2-1.
Yeah, this net comes off awfully easy down this end.
Yeah.
Kind of like the ice fault.
Yeah.
At the one end, the net's always coming off.
We remember that in our first season with the New Jersey Outlaws of the Federal Hockey League.
Yep.
That came off a lot.
And these, again, RPI's not allowed to change because the net coming off.
This will be Cox to take the draw, and then getting kicked out is Mannion, but he did that so the proper center can step in, that being White. Cox won the face-off. Shot goes wide. Rebound's going to be slugged up all the way down. No icing in this one. And you see a bunch of black jerseys heading to the bench on the change. Now with it, sending it up. Here's Sala. Moves on off. Walsh couldn't get it. Shot, score! A turnover in front. And with 16 and a quarter to go in the third period, Kyle DeVault has tied it at 2.
Bad pass over by Walsh. He had seen a guy coming in, and he tried to make a pass over to Sala. It bounced off of Sala's hip and bounced right in front.
It'll be an unassisted goal for DeVault, as he ripped it right by Shopler's blocker side. And he's tied the game at 2. Time of the goal, 6:45. Now in possession of the Pioneers. Mark Papadopoulos tries to put one out in front. Instead, gets knocked around and down low. Stymel behind the net. Now Stymel couldn't control the puck. Loose up the wall and out. And here come the Engineers. Ahead goes Sheridan. A centering pass goes all the way through. Sheridan gets back on. Sends back out to the point. Yoon goes further. Now cross-ice pass to Hewitt. His shot shrugged off by Shopler and then goes over the bar. Back out to the point for another wrist that's off a shin guard and all the way down. 15 and a half to go in the third period. Tied at 2. Kyle DeVault's got himself a 2-goal night. Goes 4 and 5 on the season. And both teams' big scores haven't been on the score sheet yet tonight. Onside here. Shot. That's it. Oh, shrugged off.
Wow.
And out of play. We get a whistle. 15-16 to go in the third. Still tied at 2.
Yeah, it was a good thing Shop was able to get a shoulder on that puck. Went right up over the bar.
Face off to Shopler's left. And off the draw. And the shot deflected wide. Rebound. Cap couldn't control. And RPI in possession of the puck. Only momentarily, though. He's trying to squirt him through his blade. Couldn't get the puck through, though. They do battle in the corner. Follins can be worked free. And away comes William Paterson. It's Ramirez. Ramirez onside, and he gets his stick poked off his stick neatly by Hewitt. Ramirez tied up in the corner. Hewitt trying to win the physical battle, does so. But Garlasco gets to the puck. Couldn't get a centering pass off, and now a loose puck out to center ice, where Adam Hennick is going to gather and dump in. Icing, though, was a call, as Hennick did not gain the red line. He's not too happy about it. Nor is Josh Hewitt. Faceoff's going to come all the way down. 14:40 to go in the third. Tied at 2.
I don't know about that one. He looked like he was at the red line.
Break for the Pioneers, perhaps. Face-off to the right of the goaltender, Spencer Whitehead. And a shanked shot from the point by Cap. He's got to retreat for it, and it's going to set everything up. Turnover, though. Moving in. Shot! And catches, goes high and wide, I should say. Garlasco missed the corner. Rebound loose and eventually out. Ramirez goes back. Cap. Stretch pass. No offside there. Papadopoulos in after it. Papadopoulos chopped away. Back to Garlasco. Chips it forward. Papadopoulos again. Garlasco lost control of the puck. And out to center ice comes RPI. A dump in there. Garlasco in a big collision with Hennick. Behind the net now, Sala. Sala drops a pass on off. It's going to be picked up by Cap. Now Sala again. There's a pass on off. Here come the Pioneers. Tied at 2 with 13:48 to go in the third. A shot, save made Whitehead. Rebound, not able to get his stick on it, was Peacock. Racing ahead the other way is Richardson. Onside, a big hit at the bench area there as Richardson was hit by Lang. Peacock's got the loose puck now. Peacock just flips it out to center ice. Richardson gloves it down, sends back in. 13:30 to go third period, tied at 2. Sala sends up the wall. Peacock slugs it further. Center ice, just black jerseys there. Sending it back in, but right onto the skate and then stick of Peacock. He's onside. He's a pass on off to Pillai. Pillai still in control. Richie Pillai, shot, save made, rebound loose behind. Pillai with it again. Back out to the point, LaCourte. Pillai tried to send it down lower, but it's blocked off, and then Pillai couldn't control the blue line. Nice evasive move there by LaCourte to leave the Pillai. Back out now, Mangaro, and then sent in by LaCourte. Chopped at, center ice. LaCourte right there on the boards, far side's got it. Nice little toe drag, and then he gets knocked off his pegs. Turning around Sheridan. Knocked there by LaCourte. Sheridan again. Bumped into further by Steinel. Puck into the Pioneer zone, but they have control. Steinel chips it into the zone. Chasing after it is Bob. Richardson first on it, though. Sends it around the boards with 12:30 to go in the third period. A Mark Papadopoulos shot was shanked. Steinel on the side. Sharp angle is saved. Rebound. Blue line not out. LaCourte sends further. Bob behind the net. James Bob. Centering pass out in front. Knocked down by a couple RPI gloves. Eventually comes out to the point, not out. Whitford, his shot's knocked aside into the behind the net. Whitford still with it, still scrapping away. So is Bob. He'll go into the corner and get it near side. Bob knocked off the puck. Now it comes around the dasher, not out though. DeVault with both RPI goals, trying to get it further. This gets flipped all the way up in the air, doesn't hit anything in the rafters, and comes out the center and into the Pioneer zone. Now on it, Mark Papadopoulos. Leaves on off Steinel, who's going to chip into the zone. Long out
that should be an icing.
Should be an icing. Is going to be an icing. 11:41 to go in the third. Tied at 2.
I'll tell you what, you're in a different building than the ice vault when the puck gets sent up that high and doesn't touch anything.
The lighting is also a little bit different. Also, what's different is a lot of Greek letters across from us in the rafters for the various chapters of fraternity and sorority life that go on here at RPI. And now penalty is going to get called behind the play off the face-off. Andrew Niedzwiecki has an incredulous look on his face. There's a broken stick on the ice. Holding is going to be the call, and it's going to be a power play for RPI. Their their fifth of the evening, if I'm not mistaken. Which they're 0 for 4? Am I right on that one, JP?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 5.
5 power plays now for RPI. They're 0 for 4. It's not Niedzwiecki, it's Cox. And Cox in the box for the hold. Time of the penalty, 8:24.
It's penalty number 2 on Cox tonight.
And this one gets sent all the way down. Paterson's only had 1 power play on the evening. RPI keeping the disciplined game here at home.
And they just can't get... William Paterson just can't get nothing going offensively.
Now with it, and moving ahead is Hewitt. Onside, stumps it in. Took a nice friendly hop for the Pioneers. Only momentarily, though. And now here comes a chance. Shot, save made, Shopler, and he shovels the rebound away with the blocker. Lang chasing after it and then ties up rather than try to slug it up the boards. And then Lang hustles after this puck, ties up again. He's got 2 RPI players on him. Lang doing a lot of hard work down low, this time tied up with Hennick. Puck comes free. Niedzwiecki, Lang up the wall. That's not out. Second effort still not out through Walsh. A shot from the point, deflected up and out of play. And the rebound's going to stay right in the zone. 10:41 to go in the third period. 1:05 to go on the Cox penalty. It's tied at 2.
Yeah, nice deflection on that shot attempt by RPI. Deflection was made, I think, by Niedzwiecki, causing the puck to go up into the netting.
Face off to the right of Gary Shopler. They're won by the Engineers White. Shot down low in front and loose.
Wow.
And Shopler was there to knock any centering pass aside. Whitford's got it. Couldn't quite control it. Tried to slug it out, couldn't. RPI with a lot of hustle on this one, but finally the Pioneers come away with it. Short-handed opportunity. Moving ahead and then losing an edge is West. West is going to go into the corner, but Richardson wins the puck. 10:15 to go, third period. 2-2 is the score. Center ice and a dump in, and Ramirez gets knocked down. Shopler tried to slug it around and sort of lost control of it, but Ramirez chops it up and out of the zone. Back at center ice, West couldn't step around a sliding Rensselaer play. That was Mannion. Onside Richardson sends in, hard around. On it, the other side, Camandella. Comes back out to the point. Now Richardson left point. His shot save made Shopler. Rebound is loose and sent back out to Richardson again. Goes cross ice. Another tic-tac-toe pass. Man, you couldn't get all of it.
Oh, he fanned on that shot.
3 seconds to go on the Cox penalty. 9:39 to go in the third. Tied at 2.
And Manny just fanned on that shot. If he was able to get it off, that was going in the back of the net.
Sean Bretherick is that ice level. Checking out the Pioneer, but we'll get to Sean in just a moment after this, at the next stoppage. As the faceoff is won by the Pioneers, Cox comes out of the box, and the power play is 0 for 6. Rensselaer on that last one had 3 shots. Now loose puck, center ice is going to be sent up, not out. Shot save made Shoplin, he holds on, and we get another whistle at 9:21. Sean Bretherick, ice level.
Yeah, just looking at the William Paterson, there's obviously some, some looks of concern, little maybe some anxiety. We're able to kill off that penalty, and now we'll see what kind of momentum they can bring off of it.
One, obviously. 9:18 now to go. Yes, here comes Papadopoulos. He sends into the zone. We love to bust his chops about that work. Palai is out there with Adam Papadopoulos and Garlasco. Back out to the point. Lang hurries a shot. That save made by Whitehead, and he holds on. Jordan Lang's had himself a good game here tonight.
Yeah, again, he's a guy who goes all out. You know, he doesn't waste any energy when he's out on the ice, that's for sure.
Garlasco to take the draw, this time against Blake. Wins it. Lang with a shot. Save made. A rebound is loose and cleared off. Good job clearing it off by Hewitt. Otherwise, that's 3-2 as Papadopoulos was lurking. This is sent out to center ice. It's going to be gloved down and sent right into the midsection of Blake. We get a whistle behind the play. And
what was that?
Everybody's just wondering what's
hand
going
pass,
on.
I guess.
Well, either way, it's coming all the way into the RPI zone. Let's see what happened. It's showing the replay of the near goal attempt there. As the Pioneers will change the defenseman, out goes Cap and Mangaro. Cap from the point, slings it wide of the net. Rebound down low. It's going to be Palai, Garlasco, centering pass hits the side of the net, and eventually he's going to be cleared up and out. A home run pass for Yoon. He's going to have to skate onto this one. Shopler helps it into the corner. Mangaro wins the battle. And the second effort comes through. A shot, though, by Hennick goes wide of the net. Rebound gathered on the other side. Teller tried to get to it, couldn't do so. Richardson does in his own end. 8:19 to go in the third. We're tied at 2 here between William Paterson and RPI. Yoon tried to give on off, couldn't do so. Gets it back at the blue line. Now pass on off Hennick. Fanned on the shot and then takes a tumble. Down low, Pioneers gain possession of the puck. A long outlet pass is going to find the mark of Papadopoulos. Leaves off a blast by Garlasco right into the midsection of Whitehead, and he holds on. 7:57 to go in the third. Tied at 2.
Again, all these long shots are getting at the goaltender, and he's making the initial save, and most of them he's not letting any rebounds up, and that's not going to get William Paterson any goals. Not getting any quality scoring chances from in front of the net.
Face off to Whitehead's right. RPI wins it. It's up the wall and couldn't be controlled by Whitford. Goes all the way down. First onto it.
There's going to be a penalty on Whitford.
That is a textbook slashing call or interference call. Joe Balance hangs his head in frustration, as does Taylor Berkowitz. The coach is there on the bench. Easy slashing calls. Power play number 7 for RPI. They're 0 for 6.
This is not good for William Paterson here. Can't be taking stupid penalties like that.
0 for 6, 8 total shots. And that's a I don't want to move my legs penalty or I just got beat penalty. Richardson at the point. Takes a look. Richardson still with it. Goes behind the net and it's around. Eventually to the other side where Teller's got it. Down low behind the net with it is Mannion. Mannion goes back out to the point. Now Richardson at the left point. Richardson's wrister goes wide of the net. Rebound to Mannion at the right circle. Mannion at the edge of the circle. Thought he had a man at the point, but Teller was in the middle. And so they have to regroup to the Engineers. Teller off ice. And dump in, but right to a Pioneer stick. It's going to be slung all the way back down. Richardson gloves it down, grabs it himself. The give on off to White. He's onside. White tried to feather one towards the net. Instead, it's deflected behind. A centering pass is knocked aside by Simone. Loose puck in the corner. White's down in front of the net. Puck comes loose around, not out. Good keep by Richardson. Lang tries to send out. Second effort and a third effort. Finally sent all the way down. RPI wants another penalty call, and none's going to be given as LaCourte was involved. White was asking for it. Asking for the penalty.
The coaches were calling for both defenders to come off on a change, and LaCourte wouldn't come in.
Everybody goes barreling into Shopler. We get a whistle, and now finally we're going to get our first animosity of the evening, as LaCourte wasn't too happy with the RPI player crashing the cage. 6:27 to go in the third. 38 seconds to go on the Whitford penalty. We're still tied at 2, and as we're seeing on the replay, there's definitely an RPI-initiated collision, and so we will see if the face-off's going to come out.
Said he's calling a penalty, goalie interference, I guess.
Well, he didn't. It looked like he cross-checked him into the goal from what I saw. At least that's the argument from LaCourte.
Well, there is a penalty up on the board, and it is to Zach White, number 21. It's going to be for, looked like goaltender interference was the call. Face-off will come all the way down into the RPI zone. So RPI does not score on that power play. They're 0 for 7. Wow. It's a lot of power plays. Pioneers will have a power play of their own in 38 seconds. Stymel comes free with it. Now Stymel around the net. Trying to send one out in front. Instead, it's tied up on the side of the net. Still a jab away before Whitehead pounces on it. And he holds. 6:17 to go in the third period. We're still tied at 2.
Hey, Sean, what's going on the bench down there? Is Wayne Paterson making any noise? Are they talking? Are they doing anything?
Oh, I would imagine so. Taylor Berkowitz is definitely talking to both. They were yelling and yelling and yelling to get LaCourte to come off the ice. I don't know. I guess he's got earplugs on, apparently.
Now behind the net. Still with it. Either that or selective hearing.
Yeah.
Sometimes that happens. Up the wall, out, hits the linesman in the back, so center ice. Stymel's got it. Stymel with 6 minutes to go here in the third. Couldn't quite get it into the zone the first time. Does the second. Down low, and now RPI in possession of the puck. Paterson will have a power play in 2 seconds. A flip in, glove down, a loose opportunity, trying to dive after it and do an Ovechkin was all very, but he couldn't get a stick on the puck. Pioneers now in the power play. They're 0 for 1. They have one shot. Still tied up down low. Eventually comes free, and let's see if the Pioneers can get out their full complement of power play men. Palai's got it. Richie Palai into the zone. Shooting! And he goes high over the bar. Rebound loose. And then gloved eventually by Whitehead, and he holds on. 5:25 to go in the third. Another 59 seconds of power play for the Pioneers. We're tied at 2.
Sure, Richie Palai, you got to get that puck on net. You can't miss the net from that close. You ain't going to score if you don't hit the net.
It's off to the right of the goaltender, Whitehead. Pioneers win it. Palai at LaCourte around the back. And it's Papadopoulos. Papadopoulos goes cross ice to Palai. They're aggressive as RPI with this PK. And it'll be sent all the way down. 5:08 to go. Shopper leaves it behind his net. Fakes the pass one way. Gives it to LaCourte the other. Nobody buying the fake, though. With it, Adam Papadopoulos. Papadopoulos moves on ahead steadily and then dumps it into the zone. First one on it for the clear up and out. His Teller couldn't get out of the zone, though. LaCourte shot, save made, and the rebound. It just kicked right into the netting. Good controlled save there by Whitehead.
20 seconds left on the penalty.
4:47 to go in the third, tied at 2. And Garlasco
What's the conversation now?
Trying to figure out what's going on there. Seems to be pretty cut and dry.
Seriously.
Whatever it was, it's over, and the faceoff will be to Whitehead's right. Garlasco to take this draw. Wins it clean. Papadopoulos. Pressured there by Oliveri, but he kicks it forward to LaCourte. Sean LaCourte stepping in. LaCourte slams on the brakes. Still with it. Back out to the point. First shot from Papadopoulos. That's blocked. Not out of his own good keep there by LaCourte. But Palai thought it was offside for some reason. They're still playing as if they think it's offside, and the RPI is able to chew up some clock here. Richardson, he can't control the puck. And now it finally does, hits the referee. Garlasco's got it. Back behind the net, LaCourte. LaCourte trying to spin out of some pressure. Peacock comes in there and gets it. 4:07 to go in third. Power play now over. William Paterson is 0 for 2. They have a total of 2 shots on the man advantage. Center ice, Peacock shrugs it down and sends back in. Back behind the net now with this one is Teller. Teller with a long stretch pass that's just cut off neatly by Lang, and then chipped into the zone by Garlasco. Back after it is Teller. Teller around the cage, gives a pass on off, and a nice little touch, 1-2 pass, Sheridan off and running.
Nice check.
Nice check in right, that laid on by Lang. Loose puck, Walsh has got it. Walsh tries to go up the wall, couldn't clear the zone. Shopper's just going to glove this one and hold on and get a whistle. With 3:26 to go in the third, tied at 2 in a very, very well-played game here at RPI.
That must have been the longest non-whistle spot in this entire.
Yeah, quite possible, JP.
Yeah, I was going to say, William Paterson again. I just don't see how this team does not practice getting the puck out of their own zone while they're in practice. Because they just cannot get it out of their own zone for nothing when they have it on the boards.
Now it's Walsh, does get it out of the zone to center.
That's a hand pass.
Yeah, it is a hand pass. Hewitt hand passed it forward, so we get another whistle with 3:14 to go in the third. Hudson Hockey, Tuesday nights from 7 to 8 p.m. on NTR Radio. Boy, we're going to have a lot to talk about, and not much of it's going to be out-of-town scores, though we will give those as well as the night goes on.
Yeah, but when you haven't been on the air in two weeks.
Yeah, there's some things to talk about, including the Slava Voinov case, the lawsuit up there in Canada, amongst other things. We're talking about Hudson Hockey Tuesday night, 7 to 8 p.m. on MTR Radio. We might be adding 2 hours.
I wonder if Silva will have a opinion about Lucic getting knocked out with one punch.
We'll talk about that too. Center ice here with 2:51 to go in the third, and a double.
That should be offside. It hit the guy in the zone.
Well, we're playing on, and William Paterson does get out to center. West couldn't control. On it at center ice. And the send in.
Offside again.
It's offside, and there's the whistle as Yoon was a little too anxious to get into the zone. 2:36 to go in the third. We're tied at 2.
Yeah, I thought you were going to miss another offside there as they finally got the offside call correctly. I'm sure the officials are trying their hardest, but unfortunately, they don't always get things right.
Now it's LaCourte. Goes back to Cap. Cap pressured, gives it to LaCourte. Cross ice pass. Moving ahead with this one is Mark Papadopoulos in a dump in. Around the wall it goes. First onto it is Richardson. Up the wall, not out. The first time LaCourte keeps it. Further they dig, it's Simone. Tied up with Richardson. Heading in there also is Mannion. Sends it around the boards on the far side now. A chance to put it up but not out. Papadopoulos then trying to slam it in. It goes off a body, that body being Teller. Center ice with 2 minutes to go. The LaCourte pass is picked off and he gets it back. Sean LaCourte leaves it on off for Woody Cap. Cap just flips a pass on up high. It flops down. Eventually LaCourte tried to get onto it, but it's poked back out into the Pioneer zone. Cap back for it. Here's a pass on off LaCourte. Checking out Stymel. Stymel in onside. Stymel shot save made by Whitehead. Rebound behind the net. Stymel's got it again. Stymel still with it. And hand pass because that was a situation Stymel knew it was going to be.
Yeah, and Mark Papadopoulos touched it.
Mark touched it before Stymel could, and we get a whistle with 1:34 to go in the third period. Tied at 2.
Yeah, and this is just a game where William Paterson could not get a good flow going for their offense.
Now off the draw, sent that into the Pioneer zone, chasing in after it. A stuff attempt is knocked aside. Actually, a centering pass attempt, I should say. DeVault was looking for 3. He's got both RPI goals here tonight. Now skating ahead with this one. On it is Garlasco. Kyle Garlasco is onside. Into the corner. Tied up there with Hewitt. Coming in to help out Pillai. Garlasco and Pillai doing battle in there. Hewitt and Oliveria as well. Center ice, it comes inside of a minute here. Third period, tied at 2. Lang's got it. Gives a pass on off for Papadopoulos. Papadopoulos, that's offside as Palai was ahead of the play. 51.3 seconds to go in the third period, tied at 2.
And Coach Balance sending out another line to try and get something going here. Nothing flowing offensively for William Paterson.
Now into the Pioneer zone. LaCourte's got to go back for it dangerously by his goal. He almost lost control of it, but then comes away with it. Sean LaCourte. There's a pass on off. It's another delayed offside this time. Wiped out as RPI comes forward. Peacock on a back check wins the puck. Center ice, though, RPI is going to send back in. 28 to go, third period. LaCourte off the boards. This is Peacock. Trey Peacock sends into the zone. Eddie Cox on it. Now pass comes out. Peacock with a shot deflected into the netting, and we get a whistle. 16 seconds to go, third period. Tied at 2.
What we need, overtime. Let's take longer here.
Well, the way it's shaping up, we're going to have 5 minutes of bonus hockey coming up shortly.
Yeah, the Knicks are actually winning at the half. 46-39 over Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah, just play.
Exactly. I'm surprised they're winning.
Liberty's got a 3-1 lead in their game after 2 periods of play. This one gets sent up and out of the zone. Loose in center, 8 to go in the third period. One last rush. Here's Garlasco snapping one. Blocker save made by Whitehead. Rebound in the corner. Comes up and out to center. We've played 60 and nobody's broken the deadlock. Tied at 2 after regulation time. And so we'll have 5 minutes of overtime.
5 minutes of overtime. Yay.
Down to ice level, Sean Bretherick, your view from beyond the bench there.
Right now, Joe Balance and Taylor Berkowitz are about to draw something up here. They want to be able to just get that right kind of scoring chance. They want to try to get something going, and I have to say, RPI has just been playing really rock solid defensively. I would have to say the goaltending's been good. And we're going to see what the coaches here can write up. I would think that maybe you can think of parking either somebody like a Nitzwicki or Garlasco in front of traffic of some kind. Hopefully for their benefit, maybe it'll work out.
Well, we'll have to see. It's something. Both of their goals came. It's a good point that Sean brings up. Both of their goals came with people in front setting up some traffic.
Yeah, well, for the last, I want to say, 2-3 minutes, we've had an offside show by William Paterson. They haven't been able to get into the zone.
So, Rensselaer breaks their huddle at the bench. William Paterson will do so shortly. As we get ready for overtime here. Sudden death overtime. 2-2 is our score as 5 minutes goes up on the board. Getting ready to start overtime.
As the goalies switch ends here.
Goalies do switch ends, and we will get set to start overtime. Gary Shopler will be in the goal to our right as the Pioneers go from right to left. RPI is going from left to right, and Spencer Whitehead in that goal to our left. 4-on-4 overtime here. We are underway. Back with the puck now is Teller. It's going to roll towards his own cage. In on the forecheck is Palai. Palai can't quite get a foothold, and away with the puck comes Oliveri. Oliveri, center ice, and a dump in, and then stood up by Lang. Bob sends it around the net. With it on the other side, LaCourte. Moves on off to Palai. Palai controls onside. Richie Palai. Shot blocked. Palai again. Save made. Rebound loose. Lang shot. Down on the ice is Whitehead, but the puck can never get through. Now out to center ice. LaCourte gathers. Good stick handling there by LaCourte. And he finally dumps in because everybody was tied up in Whitehead's cage. Line change on for the Pioneers. 4:15 to go in overtime. Tied at 2. With it now is Cap. Here's a cross-ice pass. Now Garlasco's got to chase this down. Leaves it off for Sala. A bouncing puck goes into the corner. Deflected. On it is Hewitt. Hewitt around the wall. Richardson, other side with it, comes out his left. Sends a cross-ice pass that finds Oliveri. Oliveri had to chop it as it was between his legs. Then they come off for a change to RPI. Long pass to Garlasco. Red line, dumps in. Papadopoulos to go in on a forecheck. First one in on it, though, is Rooney. Rooney tries to send around. Papadopoulos wins the puck. Centers it out in front. And a sliding soccer-like play made it there by Hewitt. Back out the point, it's Cap. Cross ice. A Garlasco shot. Shank score!
Oh, my God!
It is in. William Paterson in
Papadopoulos.
overtime. Adam Papadopoulos knocks it home, and William Paterson wins 3-2 in overtime.
Adam Papadopoulos with a great follow-through there, giving William Paterson the victory. The puck came across. Carl Garlasco kind of tried to one-time it and fanned on it, and the puck made its way over to Adam Papadopoulos as it was in the air, and he was able to just knock it in. Big victory for William Paterson here.
Big victory for William Paterson, and folks, they're just right out in front. We just saw an overhead view of it. Papadopoulos just in the right place at the right time. It is just, this is an excellent game tonight. Hopefully Sean Bretherick will catch up with Adam Papadopoulos, who scored that game.
Who was on the point there? Cap that made the pass over
Cap
to...
made it to Garlasco, who shanked the shot, but Papadopoulos on the receiving end. So Adam Papadopoulos scores the game-winning goal. For Adam, it is his 20th of the season. Garlasco and Cap the assists at 1:28 of overtime to win the game by a final score of 3-2. And RPI, listen, I'm going to say this right now.
RPI played a good game.
There's no way RPI should be ranked 13th in this.
No, and probably after the second ranking period closes tomorrow, they won't be that low anymore.
And RPI salutes the crowd
the fans,
that came out here today. This is a great job by RPI. Sean Bretherick, though, down at ice level with Adam Papadopoulos.
All right, Adam Papadopoulos down here, the overtime goal. This is your fourth this weekend, so pretty good weekend for you guys. Take us through that goal there.
Yeah, obviously huge goal there, Sorry, catching my breath here.
No problem.
Established a good forecheck there. Worked out perfectly. Went right up the board. Salah made a nice play to Woody. Woody to Kyle, and I just crashed in there for the rebound.
With the win today, it's another 2 points. Just a great game between these two teams. Just talk about the game in general. Just the first time against these guys.
Yeah, absolutely, that was a really good team over there. They played really solid defensively. It didn't really give you much there, so we knew it was going to be a low-scoring game. So we had to capitalize whenever we could. Just glad we did.
Absolutely. Well, listen, congratulations, great job, and we'll see you on the bus a little later, right?
All right, great, thanks.
All right, back up to you guys.
Thank you very much. An excited William Paterson group after all this. The final score, 3-2 William Paterson in overtime. Great job by the RPI TV crew. We're part of one of their feeds here tonight. Great job on the television crew. Doing a good job with the replays and everything. So we got to tip our hat to RPI TV as well.
Yeah, great facility here.
Yeah, excellent facility here at Houston Fieldhouse, and we thank all of them, of course, as well. So 3-2, the final here in overtime. John Peterson, your closing thoughts?
I think William Paterson's lucky to get a win here today. Credit RPI for playing as well as they did. They weren't giving William Paterson anything. Everything William Paterson had to obtained here, they had to do it. They weren't able to come in here and get an easy victory. And it's gonna prove to be something good for William Paterson coming up in the future, because they have to fight out victories against tough teams. And RPI is a tough team.
RPI is a very tough team, very game effort, and in the end, William Paterson pulls out a 3-2 win in overtime. The goal scorers, Richie Pillai, his 9th of the campaign. Matt Whitford, 2nd of the season in the game winner in overtime. Adam Papadopoulos, goal number 20 on the campaign. Garlasco, by the way, had an assist on it. That's a 7-point weekend for both of those guys. The goal scorer for RPI, both of them scored by Kyle DeVault, his 4th and 5th of the season. William Paterson goes now to a record of 18-1, and RPI drops. They're now 6 wins, 8 losses, 2 ties. 2 of those 8 losses come in overtime. Our final score again, 3-2. For John Peterson and Sean Brother, Brett Lifton, good night from Houston Fieldhouse.